Alright, we we are live.
Woo! Hello, Internet.
The interwebs.
On the internet.
Series of tubes.
Alright.
Hey, Drip Cat and Grib just went live.
The power of email.
Ooh, I'm so excited. I get 35 movement speed and 2 attacks per turn.
Dang.
Level
Oh,
5
yeah.
significant.
That website is down that had all my sorcerer spells and stuff on it.
Yeah, was it the Grimoire? Yeah, Wizards of the Coast had a whole bunch of people with DMC claims.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, very much, because they don't have, like, an official alternative. But there is I found this site, at least, in Reddit post that seems pretty decent. I think I posted the one. Yeah, I was looking at the confusion spell. But yeah, there's the general. Whatever.
Classes. It is a decent site.
Yeah.
Alright. It doesn't tell me exactly what I can choose for my... I guess spellcasting... Spells by class...
Well, you can
Sorcerer
choose for
spells.
spells.
Okay, I got sorcerer spells. Alright. Bookmark this.
They'll be in the player's handbook too.
Yeah, it's just not as easy to search.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got them all here. So,
Mm-hmm.
let me add guy's self.
Yeah, because we were swapping out from Alter Self.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm actually gonna go do my dishes real quick. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
No.
Jeff, now you might be able to turn yourself into a baby with claws.
Yes.
I have a
What I've
question.
always dreamed of.
I have a question.
Sure.
Why do Republicans not believe in global warming?
Because they get a lot of money from oil.
That's it?
Kinda.
Weird.
Yeah.
Sounds logical.
And there's just sort of a vein of anti-intellectualism on that side. Kind of runs deep. Not with everyone, but with, fortunately, too many.
What is it, Pancho?
Or, to put it in simpler terms, it would be bad for business ties if they admitted to global warming. Business interests, yeah.
What
Choo
is that?
choo.
I like trains.
I like turtles. I think once Dan and Nate get back, we'll go ahead and start.
Alright.
Mhm. Anybody have any like last second questions about level change or anything?
I don't think so.
Mhm.
How long have we been in this place now?
In Weird
Or I guess will
Cave?
you tell us when our items the enchantments have worn
Oh, yeah.
off from the
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, in theory, that wasn't done all too long ago. I mean, you guys did that, and then in the middle of that had the fight with the reincarnated Flame Skull. The care of that. Combat takes forever in real world time, but
Right.
represents just like a little bit in game time. You did that, then you fought the whatever it was called.
That was weird.
Then you guys fought the Wraith. Then you wandered back on up, saw the Wave Cavern, and then charged into battle with some bugbears and the Drow. And then that transitioned into fighting Nizar and defeating him. And so all that probably took the space of maybe half an hour. Then you guys have taken a short rest, so it's been maybe hour and a half since you were putting stuff in there.
All right.
And you'll notice that they sort of have like a glimmer to them. You'll notice when they fade.
Cool.
Do I get, from a short rest, any spell slots or sorcery points?
Not yet, but I think I'm using a homebrew thing that at some point you do regain sorcery points on a short rest. Let me pull that up. I think that might start at 5th level. Yeah, because sorcerers kind of get screwed over on resources and spells known because they can't get stuff like wizards and they don't have recharge stuff. So that there's sort of a homebrew thing I saw somebody suggest. That's why you have the expanded spell list.
Expanded spell list.
Where when you gain a different level of spells, you also gain, like for you got Ice Knife, and this Ice Slick and Snowball Swarm. At 5th level, you'll get Sleet Storm, or Wall of Ice, and a lesser Wall of Ice. So you get to choose between those two. That if you were a fire dragon, you'd get Fireball automatically. So it sort of adds in I think it's 2 spells per spell level that you know just automatically.
Cool.
Thing here. Yeah, at 5th level, you regain 2 expended sorcery points whenever you finish a short rest. So that's what we're gonna do. So you're gonna hit 5, very likely, at the end of this session, and you'll be able to regain 2 spent sorcery points on a short rest, and that if and when we ever hit 10th level, that'll increase to 3 sorcery points on a short rest.
Ooh.
That'll sort of give you some more resources to throw around rather than having to super ration it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that 2 sorcery points is essentially a level 1 spell slot. I mean, wizards get a thing where they can recover once per day half their level worth of spells. So that it doesn't seem fair that sorcerers don't get some sort of recovery mechanic. Daniel, is it intentional that your camera's gone out again?
I don't. He's not. I think he's like disconnected or having internet
Hmm.
issues because he's not in TeamSpeak either.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention if he came back or not. I just remember him saying, hey, that was weird.
I don't know how. Oh, I spent it down to 0. Okay, that's what.
Because I think you spent your sorcery points to cast Detect
Oh,
Magic.
yeah. No, I spent everything. No, I was looking at my hit dice because I know I had spent all my hit dice, but it said 0, but it's reversed. I had 4 and I went down to 0. I have like nothing left. Using my crossbow from here on out.
We'll see what else there is here on out.
Yeah.
I've got so many different monsters to organize.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Echo.
Glass Staff is an awful weapon.
Why?
Just those rolls. Miss
Huh.
with a 6,
Oh.
20 with a 2.
I mean, it's -1 because of your strength.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, I would kick butt with it.
Yeah.
How wide is the web cover? It's a 3x3.
Let me look it up.
Covered a large area with us. It was like
It fills a 20-foot cube. So 4 panels by 4 panels, so a 16. 16 squares, 4 by 4. But it has to be anchored between stuff to be held up, otherwise it collapses on the floor. So it's kind of got to stick between 2 pillars or walls or something holding it up. And it's a cube, it's 3-dimensional, not just 2-dimensional on the floor. Mhm. Oh, nice. This site actually has a thing like hyperlinks to different conditions if it's listed in its spell.
that's cool.
One thing also to note, Salazar, is that if a creature is caught in a web and the web is set on fire, they take additional damage. Because the web is flammable.
Ooh.
Any 5-foot cube of web exposed to fire burns away in 1 round, dealing 2d4 damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire. So, I think you'll enjoy that.
Very accurate description you have on that web there.
Thank you.
What? Oh, yeah, I wasn't watching the. And the thing you want to make note about web is that creatures have to make a dex save or be restrained in it. Yeah.
Daniel says he's having router modem issues.
Oh, fun.
Bummer town.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jacob,
Yeah.
I know you're saying that like when I get to like level 5 and stuff, I can make like how there's fireball, we can like alter it to be like
Mm-hmm.
like ice oriented.
Yes.
How much are we able to alter? Like, can we do another spell, or are you just gonna do it for fireball just so I'm able to use that?
Essentially, it'll be the exact same mechanics, statistics as Fireball. The only difference is it'll do cold damage.
Yeah, I mean, but like, could I do it for other spells as well, or you just make an exception just for that one spell?
I'd be willing to listen to arguments for other ones if you want. Yeah,
Okay.
we can do other ones as well. So, yeah, I've got no problem reflavoring existing stuff. The only thing that I want to make sure is that sort of the math lines up so it's balanced, but kind of just changing the type doesn't really do too much, so we can just leave it as a different type and let you get it.
Yeah. I didn't want to change any of the numbers. I just like there's one I saw is Burning Hands or whatever.
Mhm.
Looked pretty cool, but I wasn't sure if I could like alter that to be like, you know, maybe like Ice Hands or something.
Uh,
Or
Yeah.
Freezing Hands, I guess is better phrase for it.
Big
Or-
B's
or-
hand.
It could be. It's essentially a minor cone of cold. Is what it would functionally be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there's another spell like that. Where is?
Oh, it's like a 4th or 5th level spell though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that exists. That's cone
What
of
does
cold.
that one do? So, oh, okay, yeah. The Cone of Cold is like a million times. Yeah, no. Yeah, okay, like my.
But it's yeah, it's a 5th level 88 damage.
Did you already mute everybody? Did you mute everybody on mine?
On yours, yes, you need to mute your microphone in Roll20 and unmute your microphone in TeamSpeak. So hopefully Daniel will be able to get his router sorted.
Yes, indeed.
Nope. So waiting for Daniel. Daniel's having trouble with his router. What? Sure. Go for it, yeah. As long as you don't mind people seeing you fold laundry. Okay. Okay, yes. Keep the undergarments out of the camera. What? In the bottle? A bottle. Okay. Let's figure out where it's gone at some point. So that hopefully Daniel will be able to join us as soon as he can. I think we'll start moving forward, and Elrine can be strong silent type. Does that sound good to everyone?
I'm cool with that.
Alright. I don't know where Nate has gone off to.
We're like lemmings. Once one disappears, they just all.
Mm-hmm. Bark. Yep. Okay. Dan gets his go ahead for things, so that's at least one absentee accounted for. I'll at least start narrating the recap, which I sort of gave when we were going over how long has it been since we used the green flame on our items. So our intrepid adventurers found themselves still in Wave Echo Cave. They were able to deal with their wraith that was a deceased wizard, angry that they had entered his domain, supposedly afraid they were going to take treasures from his life's work in the cave. Saw that Thonar had one on him and wouldn't believe the bluff. That group was like, oh no, we're good. Dealt with him, then proceeded north into the cave, found the water cavern that had been making all of the waves and splashing, and then found their way to where Nizar and his contingent of cronies had been holed up battling against the denizens of undead in the Wave Echo Cave. Battle proceeded as Bonar charged forward bravely into battle, drawing everybody else out, and they proceeded to go up, find Nizar, and engage with him in combat. Found Nundro, one of the Rockseeker brothers, defeated Nizar in combat after being struck with a spell that teleported many members of the group into a dimension of a terrible nightmare of theirs. The group reconvened and sort of sorted through the remains of the battle and rested up, and that is currently where we find everyone, having sort of patched themselves up with a short rest, still sitting amongst the slain, and trying to figure out what their next step will be. So, on our perfect timing, I just gave the recap from last session, and now I ask, what would you like to do?
I would like to go search for the magical item that they dropped in the water back there.
Okay, I don't know if you were still online when we did it, but Cathod and I think Elryan went, and they gave you those gauntlets.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yes,
No,
you have those. You are now wearing and attuned to the gauntlets of ogre power. So I think you took off your wraps, put on the gauntlets, and put the guardian wraps back on over top of them.
Yes. I'm
Mhm.
awesome.
So yeah, you got power gloves.
Yeah, that reminds me of the bracers that you would get in Ocarina of Time. You have to lift those big boulders, you know?
Oh,
Until,
yeah.
like, Gorgons or Gorons or whatever.
Gorons, yeah.
Gorgonzola.
Yeah. Whenever I hear Gorgonzola, I think of like Medusa milking a cow, and it's
Why?
like one of Medusa's sisters named Zola, and she's a Gorgon named Zola making cheese, so Gorgonzola cheese.
Interesting.
go.
The farmer type.
So,
You
anyway,
are from Vermont, so.
and Gorgonzola cheese is an ingredient I deal with every day at work, so you have to entertain yourself somehow.
Yep.
That's true. Question about the statue in the top there.
Mm-hmm.
Did we grab the stuff from it? Like the glowy gemstones and such?
We sensed magic.
There was there's a
there's
shield
magic
around
on
it.
There's that Cathod told you that there's strong protection magic around the statue.
So you can go for it, man. More power to you, but I'm gonna
You
stand
don't
way
have
back
enough
here.
hit points for that.
I'm a gambling man. I'm gonna take out my dagger
I'm
and
gonna
try to
step
pry
out
one of
of
the
the room here.
emeralds.
Well,
Okay. Just a second here. Let me open up the right PDF.
I'm gonna step back.
I'm gonna climb up this pillar with my Spidey boots and watch.
Oh,
from...
Greg, that reminds me.
Okay. Let's see here.
Greg. Greg, you're gonna die.
Don't kill me, bro.
remember that time we had this guy Bonar on our team? It's a good time.
Nope.
I've already got an idea for another character. You guys will
Sorcerer
love
child.
it.
Yeah.
No, it's better.
Okay. So let's see here.
It's a
Yeah, I got an
leprechaun.
idea
So
for one
you're just
too.
gonna climb up there and dig him out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pry him out with my dagger.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check. Or
Okay.
just a strength check. Athletics is like for like running and lifting and stuff. If it's just your strength, it's not athletics. It's just strength. check.
Okay.
Oh, Daniel? Maybe?
Okay, so you dig a dagger into one of the emeralds and start crying. Hey, I think we might have an Elrine. He'll be glad that he's here for this. And you do, and crack, pop, it pops out in your hand, and then you hear around you a rumbling. Crack, crack, crack. And as all 6 pillars in this room begin to shatter, I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws.
I'm not in the room. I'm not in the room.
You are not in the room.
Am I technically in the room?
Salazar, no. You are currently where Nundro was saying, so, and yeah, this is not gonna be fun. Yes. Dexterity saving throw.
Greg is gonna die.
Nah,
Should have listened
I
to
totally
the
made.
sorcerer about
I
magic.
Look at how good I rolled.
Goodness. So we've got a 4, a 14, a 13, and for Elrine. Yeah, Daniel, they're killing your character. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
User joined your channel.
Oh, not now. He's in the channel. Yeah, Elrine.
Hear things.
Yeah, Elrine. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's fun to come into. That's sometimes.
The
Surprise!
spicy
the-
dwarf trying to pry the emeralds out of the enchanted statue.
I was gonna say this is the ultimate RP moment because I have no idea what's going on, so I just have to react.
I was gonna say we just threw your
Wait,
body
saving
into a
throw.
pack of wolves. I hope you don't mind.
Okay, so, oh, remember.
I just apologize right now if I just killed everybody.
But you're taking it
You
out of
all 4 of you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage as the ceiling collapses down on you.
I would have died. I'm
How
so
much?
fucked out of
27.
NBD.
27. I'm so glad.
So as you hook it out, the ceiling just boulders collapsing everywhere, falling down. Salazar and Cathod, you hear this happening, and there's people in a row. Is anybody still up from that?
I am.
I am.
So let's see. Bonar, Thonar are still up. Salazar,
But
Lena,
Thorn said he died.
Elrine.
I'm up.
Oh, poor Nundro.
Oh
Oh
no.
no!
Oh no.
Well, I'm gonna roll to see if he dies outright, or if he's just unconscious.
Is that little health?
He has 10 HP as a commoner.
Oh, no.
10?
Oh, he's so dead.
Out of the group, he is the only one who actually saves.
Oh,
Wow.
So he actually got, with no bonuses to his dexterity save, he
Wow.
rolled a 15, which is the number everybody needed. And so he takes half damage, so that is, he takes 13 points of damage, which is enough to knock him unconscious, but not kill him outright.
That's
How
So
would we have
Nundro is
explained
now
that to
unconscious on the
Gundren?
ground, with some boulders and rubble sort of burying bits and pieces of him. The rest of you, Thonar is unconscious.
I run
Yeah, I
over to
am.
Thonar and pulling the bloodstone out of my bag, I heal him.
You drop the emerald.
Yeah, I drop the emerald and run over and Heal him 9.
Okay, so after being smacked off of the statue from falling rubble and being pelted with it on the ground, you see your brother's body pinned under a boulder, unmoving. You run over immediately, shove it off of him, clutch the bloodstone, and touch him. And Thonar, you come back to consciousness. Your head is throbbing and cut from where a rock hit it and knocked you unconscious, but you're on your feet again, so you heal for 9.
I start digging people out of the rubble, see if anybody needs to be stabilized.
Okay. So, Nundro is not moving.
I'm gonna check on him.
Okay. Make me a medicine check.
Can I assist him?
Yeah, you go ahead and assist. That'll give an advantage. That it's just there's rocks and stuff. You're not quite sure which part of him is hurt or bleeding. That he's still not moving.
Does anybody have any hit dice?
I can.
Nope.
I have 0 of everything.
I
I'm
have.
staying clear away from you guys.
I have 1 hit die. I can heal.
Yeah, I'll hand you the bloodstone.
Let me see.
Okay. Like the
Okay.
bloodstone and
I do have like I
Use
think
it to heal
med
him.
packs or something.
Okay.
Where
So,
does it come?
You grab the bloodstone, touch Nundro, and you heal him 7 hit points, and just and starts moaning in pain from the rocks and bruising and cuts he has on him. He's like,
I do have a healer's kit. What can I do with that? Just for future reference.
if you want to use it, that gives you advantage on medicine checks. There's also, yes, there's also a feat that you can get that is healer that you can sort of use that to patch people up. If you want, that actually would heal with it. But otherwise, it gives you advantage on medicine checks. So,
Could I use it on myself to get more hit points?
no, unless you have the healer feat.
Ah, I see.
The feature, yeah. So you guys, the room is an utter mess. That the ceiling has collapsed. Is now sort of looks more like a cavern than the wonderful, sort of temple chamber that it had been. Connor, you notice the emerald on the ground behind you.
Yeah, I look around and seeing that everybody is kind of stabilized now. I grabbed the emerald again.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
I just say, is nobody pissed off at him for doing that? Because I feel like
Yeah, be pissed off, Selena.
I kind of nervous.
Bono, that looks like a fine emerald.
I was gonna say, remember that time that I told you guys to stay away from that statue?
Well,
Meaning
I took the
40
gamble
seconds ago.
and
Seconds ago. Yeah,
didn't work out as well as I had hoped. But we got a
that's an
emerald here.
understatement.
I start throwing small pebbles at Bonar's head.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure you would have killed me if I didn't walk out of the room when I did.
People are pissed off at Bonar, and Nundro sort of is holding his hands like, what happened? Oh.
I'm gonna say we got an emerald.
we got treasure.
And you hold it out? Okay.
You could have lied and said we were attacked or something. I was gonna tell his brother that we dropped a wall on
It's
him.
like, oh, you nearly killed us over that. Well, at least we have it.
See, he gets it.
He's had a rough day. Rough few days. He found out that his one brother was killed. He's been bound up for days, tortured daily by Nazar.
Killed by a band of crazy other people.
I'm gonna
Nearly.
go and I'm gonna lead Nundro out of the room, and I'm gonna tell my brother to grab the other one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nundra's
everybody,
gonna follow you out.
everybody, get out. I kind of stand up. I brush myself off. And
Wait, how much health do you have?
I use my second wind.
I'm I'm gonna tell Bonar your balls are too big for your
to
body.
get 6 HP.
Mm-hmm.
So that will put me at 33.
Selena, did you walk out of the room?
Well, it's good knowing you.
So,
Yeah, I figure you'd step out of the room here. I'll move you there.
All right, and I go for the other one.
Oh
Make
my
me
goodness.
make me a strength check.
The balls on this dude.
Yeah, you dig your dagger in and just sort of around and out in your hand. I need you to make me an investigation check.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
That is another fine emerald. The
These
two of them are near identical. They look great to you.
Oh boy.
This is a nice pair of jewels I got here.
Yes, that's very
Maybe you'll
accurate.
keep them in the family.
I put them in my bag.
Do we
Keep my
get-
distance from Bonar? He seems to be a dangerous fellow.
Do we get like the stone cunning thing? Does that get advantage on ability checks for like gems and stuff, or is that just?
I think
Like-
that's just architecture.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Specifically.
more architecture. Salazar, make me a perception check.
Where's Salazar at?
He's down below. in the
It's
hallway.
down south.
Oh, there's like a beach over there.
That's water.
Are you wandering out by yourself into unknown territory?
He has
Again?
been known to do that.
It's worked out for me so well before.
Okay, Salazar, that sort of standing back when you're at the crossroads of this hallway, you can hear that there seems to be voices and creatures on the other side of this door to the right. And also, as you enter this chamber on the other side, you see a somewhat collapsed cavern that's also filled with water, and you see the remains of a dwarven body over there.
I'm gonna go investigate it.
Okay. You get the right thing.
Are we walking over there at this point, or are we just standing?
Alrine may
Nice.
do as he pleases.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say. that's-
Oh, I
that's
didn't want to be
Elrond.
like if something was happening. I didn't want to be like,
Yeah, I'm
oh,
gonna-
I'm there too magically.
I'm gonna follow along.
I'm gonna.
Okay, so
Oh,
go ahead.
no.
Salazar, make me an investigation check.
No.
Yeah, that's a dead dwarf right there.
He did.
Yeah.
Guys, I found a dead dwarf. Can someone look at this?
I want to look at the dead dwarf.
Make me an investigation check there.
He's dead, all right.
Are you sure?
Could I assist him by like grabbing his head and like make sure he's looking in the right direction? Because I see he's looking up.
Bonar, you notice that they're sort of concentrating on the fact, like, what are these remains? You notice on either hand are some shiny rings, one on each, as well as in one hand it's clutching something or another, some stick of some sort.
I
Hmm.
want to look at. I'll take off the rings and
All right, I
look at
see
those.
him looking to take them off, and I just leave the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay around.
Okay,
I'm gonna sneak around the corner, see them doing something, and say like, nope.
Bonar, you find 2 platinum rings that you think would fetch a pretty price, and you have in your hand some sort of wand of some sort. They figure that this must have been one of the mages that died in the battle that sealed away Wave Echo Cave.
Ooh, I'm a magician.
I can do the magics.
I wave the wand around a little bit and think about fire.
No fire happens.
Ah, I kind of look at it and say, "Must be broken." And
Okay.
I stick it in my bag.
Okay.
I motion to Elrine and point at the door there and make it known that there are things behind the door.
I'm gonna move.
I
And
kind
move.
of nod, and then I creep up to it and give it a listen. If I can
Okay.
hear anything.
Give me a perception check. You can hear there are several creatures in there. You figure maybe 4 or 5 speaking in gruff voices.
Can I understand? Do I know like what they're speaking in? What language?
You've heard this before. You don't understand it, but you recognize it as a dialect of Goblin.
Oh.
But these are not high-pitched voices like you've heard goblins speak.
Hobgoblin.
They sound like. Yeah, have we heard hobgoblins? Would we know if they're hobgoblins?
You've encountered hobgoblins. No, this doesn't sound like hobgoblins. Do you remember what was his name? Well, you've encountered bugbears before.
Bugbears?
You
Yeah, we've
fought
seen
some earlier. It sounds like a bunch of bugbears on the other side of the wall.
Nope.
You think at least 4 to 5.
I'm staying quiet, so I kind of motion like 4, 6. And I like mouth bugbears. Being very quiet.
Okay.
My head,
Um,
no.
You see my hand kind of just twitch like in a doorknob kind of fashion.
No, no.
And I see him, and I'm like,
I'm gonna back behind this wall even further.
I put my hands in my pockets.
Okay. Elfbane Brothers. Actually, I would say Elrine, Elfbane Brothers, and Salazar. Make me stealth checks.
And we're off. Oh. Do we even need to roll any further?
No, you're actually good. So, yeah, surprisingly, you're good so far.
the 1 and a 2.
The 1. Yeah, I'm gonna say that the 8 will stand, but I'm not gonna say you critically fail. That one of the brothers sort of bumps you.
Why was the 9, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, the 9. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
It's the creatures that we're rolling with disadvantage, not you.
Gotcha.
Okay. So there doesn't seem to be any change in the tenor or conversation that they're having. Sort of continue.
What's the door like? Is it like a stone door?
It's like a sort of a heavy stone door, like very similar to other ones that have been in here.
Okay. What's it looking like at the bottom? Like, is there any crack at the bottom?
You can see a little bit of light filtering through there. It's not much appreciable space, but there is a little bit spilling out.
Oh, okay, so
You wouldn't be able to see much under there. You can tell that there's a fire or something going on in there.
Okay. I just move away into the room that they went into.
Okay.
And I ask what we should do.
I say we leave it. There's no reason to. Well, let's leave sleeping dogs lie.
We'll need to clear it out eventually.
No, we don't.
That's what we were hired for.
Oh.
We got a slacker over here.
Fine. Go open the door.
I do.
Well, I think maybe what time is it? Do we know?
Well, you guys sort of got here about dusk, and then came in, had some wanderings and battles. It's probably at least midnight by now.
I suggest that we find somewhere to take a long rest.
How about that room that we saved this guy from? We could bar the door and try and take a sleep.
Did that collapse as well, though?
Nope. Just the temple chamber. There is still the small room quarters next door.
I like that idea.
All right, yeah.
We're gonna.
We can have somebody on watch too.
But let's pull these dead bodies in with us or something. Hide them in the boulders.
Remember that?
They
that
are
skull that
kind of
got
mostly
reanimated?
covered right now by rubble.
It's,
Okay.
it's part of the plan.
Remember all those bodies that just came back to life all of a sudden, back earlier in the cave?
Wasn't that just his skull?
That was a skull, yeah.
Yeah,
Let me throw him in the river.
we scrubbed that.
Oh, I don't like reanimation stuff.
Then don't reanimate
I
it.
grab.
There's not a fan of necromancy.
I'm not a fan of
Okay.
necromancy.
Make
It's
me
gonna
athletics
be-
check.
It's gonna be tight in here. Where's that door? Okay, there we go.
Who's making the athletics?
Salazar. Go
Okay.
and which body do you grab?
I grabbed the blue man there.
Nazar or the doppelganger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes you about 10 minutes to dig this one out of the rubble and finally get it where you can actually pull him out. And yeah, you drag him down and toss him into the ravine down there with the water.
And then I look at everybody else and I said, "Could you someone just freaking help?
No.
No.
You're all the worst."
Thank you.
Salazar, if you're worried about covering bodies, it looks like the bodies are fairly covered in there, as well as the collapse seems to hide the evidence of battle.
Cool.
Does
Let's
this
leave.
door have a lock on it?
Let me see.
It was a prison room.
Yeah, he was also very much.
That
tied
doesn't
up.
mean we can lock it from the inside.
You could have whoever's watching sit on the outside. That might be a dumb idea though.
Mhm. Priest quarters. Door of this room. Yes, there is a lock on it.
Oh, you can be from the inside? Huh.
I'm gonna-
That I'm going to sort of retcon and say you found a key on Nazar's body, as I should have said earlier.
Okay,
cool.
and then does it open in or out?
It swings inward.
And what's this thing on the ground over here? Is that a bed?
Yep, there's a bed. This is a pretty dusty chamber. This hasn't really been used that much. That there's a old a brazier that's completely cold. There's a lot of sort of like rotted tapestries and just old furniture in here. Not really too much.
All right. Well, I guess I lock the door and I ask who wants to take watch when.
I volunteer for first watch.
Okay.
I can go second.
Yeah, you guys are trying to rest in the old priest quarters.
I'll take third watch, I guess.
Okay, so Salazar is first.
I'll take whenever, so I guess 1/4.
Who is second?
I was gonna go second.
Okay.
How long are we doing watches? Actually, if we just do me and then Selena do a watch, then we only need 4 hours of sleep, so that would be 8 hours for everybody. 2 watches.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
That works.
I agree.
Good.
That works.
So you guys
Done
are taking a rest in this room up here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that
No, what did you say about?
because you're elves, you only need to sort of meditate for 4 hours, and then you can be awake, not exerting yourself, but awake, and you'll get the. Well, actually, no. Just technically, you just need the 4 hours, then you're good to go. So you can get your rest in just 4 hours. So if the two of you, one stays up for 4 hours while the other meditates, and then swap, that's all you guys need to cover the watches. So who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Okay, so I'll run first. All right. So everybody sort of it's cramped quarters. It's dusty. It's musty, but it's sort of you're making do with what you got. Thonar has locked the door with a key, and goes to rest.
I got so many keys.
Just for whatever reason, since it won't really matter, in case anything happens, I'm gonna use level 2 cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
Which is I think 2d8.
Go for it. Is it 2d8 plus wisdom? I think.
I'm looking at the spell. I'll just.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
let's see. Yeah, it's usually a level 1. At 2, it'll be 2d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Greg, are you
Uh,
still there?
Yeah. I kicked my webcam USB.
Oh no. All right, so
15.
oh nice.
Alright. Yeah, so I'll go first.
Actually, you just rolled a D28.
Oh, did I really?
Yes.
What?
Oh, I mistyped. Sorry.
I was like looking at that. I was like, what is that?
Almost double crit.
Oh.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I'll say you can take the average and do 10.
Alright, sure. I was at 9 before, so.
Okay. So everybody sort of finds a spot to be comfy. Nundro sort of makes an offhanded comment. He's like, "Never thought I'd be glad to be back in this room." But okay, Alrine, you're on first watch. That you sort of sit there listening to the sounds of the cave. You can sort of count the passage of time by when there's the big rumble and the whoosh, and then out again.